Hello coin enthusiasts out there, it is Dax Collects, and today what I have in front of me is penny box number 2 here on YouTube. Last time I hunted pennies, I did a bag of pennies, and I probably won't do that again because honestly I feel that going through a box and opening up rolls is way more exciting than going through a whole bag of pennies. I'm planning on sticking to these for now. If you haven't seen my last penny video, I'll put the link right up here just so you can go ahead and watch that video first. And without further ado, let's start opening this box up right now. Flip this around. So from the looks of it, I don't see any wheat penny enders, which is okay, but I see lots of copper pennies, which is a good sign because I do actually keep copper pennies with me. So I'm gonna look through the bottom enders real quick. All right, after looking through the bottom enders, this is the one that sticks out to me the most. You see that? It says 1950 and the last number is a 9. So it's gonna be a 1959 Lincoln penny ender right here. It's not gonna be a wheat penny, but it's the first year of the Lincoln Memorial. So that's pretty nice to see. I realized something too. I unintentionally went from the quarters to the dimes to the nickels and now to the pennies. I noticed that I did this just as I got back home. This was very unintentional. I did not plan on doing this beforehand. It just somehow happened. So that's pretty funny. But anyway, first 5 rolls as usual. Let's get right into the hunt. See if we can find some Wheaties. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Before I get started, I figured I'd show you my Lincoln penny collection here. Here's how my number 2 collection book stands right now. I'm missing a lot of 40s, a lot of 50s to find here, and missing a 73S. So that's how it looks right now. I'll do it before and after I finish this box. Just from the first roll alone, look at all these copper pennies that I just found. 14 copper pennies out of 50. That's honestly insane. Let's go on to the next roll. Just found a very shiny 1962 Lincoln penny. Holy cow, that's a stunner. Just figured I'd share this with you. Someone just put a hole for a necklace in this coin. I don't know who decided to do this, but I guess it happened to this unfortunate penny. Let's keep on going. first 2009 of the hunt. Let's take a look at the reverse. It's the presidential cent right here. So it was the fourth issued 2009 design right here. And the hardest one to find. That's great. Let's keep on going. Alright, so after the first 5 rolls, I found a total of 62 copper pennies out of 250 pennies, and the rest were composed of zinc. And I have one 2009 right here. I've already collected my fair share of 2009s, and this one has the presidential design for the reverse. I will keep this though because this 1962 looks really nice. Probably going to be an upgrade for my book. Here's a nice looking 1966. The rest of these are going to go to my copper penny box. I'm going to start the next 20 rolls, and then once I finish that, I'll do a first half box recap, and I'll show you the finds if I find anything beforehand. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, currently on roll number 6, and I found my first foreign penny right here. The year is 1965. First Canadian penny of the hunt. Let's keep on going. Alright, currently on roll number 25, and this specific coin took me this many rolls to find one of these. It's my first ever wheat penny of the box. From the looks of this, it looks like it's probably in the 50s. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yep, it's a 1957 Denver wheat penny, number 1. Let's see what else is out there. Alright, I am still on the same roll. As you can see, I am still on roll number 25. And I see another wheat penny. I missed this one. Somehow, some way, I missed this one right here. But this is going to be wheat penny number 2. Let's take a look at the year. 1946. I think it is a common penny, if I remember correct, but still a wheat penny regardless. That's 2 wheat pennies in the same roll. Alright, we'll start the first half box recap right now. Let's set this aside and bring the finds. Here are my finds of the first half. I won't count this one, but I want to show this toner because it looks insane. But these are finds and these are finds. So I have 2 wheat pennies here, 1 Canadian penny here, and 7 2009s, which I have 2 of each except for this one, the Professional Life version. But let's go ahead and start going through the finds. I found 2 of the presidential 2009s right here. I found one of these in roll number 12, and I found 1 Professional Life right here. I found 2 early years 2009 pennies, and one of them I found in roll number 13. And then 2 of the birth years of Lincoln. Check this monster toner out here. This is a 1991 Denver. It's got purple and red and a whole bunch of colors. I don't think I've ever seen a penny tone like this ever. So that's just a toner, and that's pretty much it for that. Then we'll go on to the Canadian penny here. This one's from the year 1965, and I found this in roll number 6. Then we'll go on to the wheat pennies here. This one here is a 1957 Denver. Found this in roll number 25. And this one here is a 1946 Philadelphia wheat penny. Found this in roll number 25. And these are the finds of the first half here. I have pennies up here for upgrades. As you can see, these pennies here are for upgrades in the book. This is my little error pile over here to check for errors. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the second half. Let's see if we can find anything crazy in these last few rolls. So with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, currently on roll number 29, and I found my third wheat penny. We have a 1958 minted in Philadelphia. Let's see what else is out there. All right, currently on roll number 33, and I just found my third wheat penny of the hunt. 1944 Philadelphia. Very common wheat penny to find. So this is not going to be anything too special, unfortunately. Let's keep on going. All right, currently on roll number 46, and I found my fourth wheat penny. Right here. We have a 1952 Denver minted wheat penny. Let's see what else is out there. Still on the same roll, I just found a Canadian penny. Let's see what year this is from. We have a 1971 Canadian penny. And roll number 46. Let's see what else is out there. All right, just completed penny box number 2. Let's go ahead and show you the finds of the second half. So let's set this aside and move these on up. Okay, so after I opened up the last 25 rolls, these are the finds of the second half. So let's go over them right now. I have 5 pennies from the 50s, 1 Canadian penny, and 9 2009 pennies. I got a bunch of 2009s here, which I will weigh each one of these because there's a chance that one of these is copper. Let's go over these real quick. I have 4 pennies here that are the professional life versions. The next one, I have 3 early years Lincoln pennies and 2 birth pennies. So that's to the 2009s. Now let's move on to the Canadian. Here's the Canadian penny right here. Flip it over. It's from the year 1971. I found this in roll number 46. These ones are not the wheat pennies. I'll start with one of these first. This one here is a 1959 Denver penny. The first year of the Lincoln Memorial. I found this specific penny earlier in the box. Then I have a 1959 Philadelphia. Flip it over. Pretty nice to have, I guess, if you're a first-time collector and you've never done this before. Let's move on to the wheat pennies. Here's a 1958 Philadelphia wheat penny. Found this in roll number 29. Next up, here's a 1952 Denver wheat penny. Found this in roll number 46. The last wheat penny from the second half is this 1944 Philadelphia. Found this in roll number 33. And these are the finds of the second half. Pretty light box, which is okay. Sometimes you get light boxes and sometimes you get really good boxes. That's just how it goes sometimes. But I got all these to weigh, and then I have lots of pennies set aside here. I have all these here for error checking, and then all these up here are pennies to check for the books for upgrades. I'm gonna go ahead, put these all together, and I'll be back once I get done with that, and I'll do a full box recap with you in a sec. All right, I have all the finds here together. I'll go ahead and do a full box recap. So on that last clip, I said I had 5 pennies from the 1950s. There's a correction for that. I meant to say there was 1 penny from the 1940s and 4 pennies from the 1950s. So my mistake on that. We got 2 wheat pennies from the 1940s, 5 pennies from the 50s, 3 of them are wheat pennies, 2 Canadian pennies, 1 insanely toned penny, and then 16 2009s. I'm gonna go ahead and start weighing these real quick for the copper variety. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, all these are zinc pennies, no coppers. It's always worth a shot though. Let's go ahead and go to the Lincoln Cents #2 book to see if I have any additions. So I do have a 44 already. These are my two 40s pennies right here. 1944 and 1946. I already have a 1944 right here. And it doesn't look like it's going to be an addition or an upgrade. Next up is a 46 right here. I already have it. Let's take a look if it's an upgrade or not. Doesn't look like it to me. That's not going to be an upgrade. I got 3 wheats from the 50s. So let's go ahead and go over them. 52 Denver. Looks like I already have it in my book. Right here. We'll upgrade that. Let's see. It's close, but not close enough. 57 Denver. Let's see if that's going to be an addition. It will not. I have one right here. And then 1958 Philadelphia. We will have an addition. It's the only addition right here as far as the wheat pennies are concerned. But it's an addition nonetheless. So let's go ahead and fill it in. That's addition number 1 right there. And that is actually it for additions for this book. The only one that I was able to fill is the 1958 Philadelphia. But I will take one addition for the book. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all situated here. If I find any penny errors, I'll bring you back in and I'll show you what I found there. Alright, I have some contenders for errors right here. This is just a 2000 penny right here. Looks pretty standard to me, right? But when I flip it over, something seems off about this. It was weird to me because I thought I saw some doubling on United States of America. There could be a case that it's double die, but at the same time, it might not be. So figured I'd share that. All right, here's a 1983 zinc penny. So as far as this goes, I noticed something right where his hair is at. There's like this little line, and it looks like some of the dye just kind of got in there somehow for no reason. And then on the reverse, there's also something here. Just right where the memorial is by the FG, there is this little line that cuts through here, goes right into the memorial, and then there's this like, it looks like extra dye that just went through this coin. Another odd penny that I just discovered here. But those are the only 2 I have to show for errors. Everything else is good. So I'll go ahead and conclude this video. Alright, I'll conclude this video with my 1920 Philadelphia wheat penny that I found on April 12th, 2023. I have it uploaded on YouTube. Please check it out if you haven't yet. So if you stuck around till the end to watch my video, I appreciate it. Hope you guys have better luck with your coin roll hunting. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Dax Collects, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. Good luck hunting, everyone, and have a good one.